Alright, so this is my review of Bully for the Philip DeFranco Movie Club. Now, first I want to start out by saying that every kid should see this movie, but more than that, anyone that has anything to do with a kid needs to see this movie. If you're a parent, you have to see this movie, and if you're a teacher, you have to see this movie. If you deal with kids, if you're in charge of kids, you have to see this movie. It basically exposes just how bad kids have it, and that the blame is really, in this movie, the blame is dumped directly in the lap of the people in charge of the kids, as it should be. When you're that young, you're going to misbehave. You need someone to tell you that you're doing something wrong. There should be people watching you at all times. I mean, not at all times. Obviously, kids need a little bit of freedom, but when they're under your care, when a kid gets sent off to a school to be, to be taught, they should be safe. And it really does paint the picture. I mean, it makes it clear why we have this epidemic of people bringing guns to school, because kids feel cornered, they feel trapped, they feel backed up into a corner. And I'm not advocating bringing a gun to school, absolutely not. That's one of the things that I really disliked about this movie, was that I know it's a documentary and they have to show the truth, but I didn't like the fact that they showed a person bring a gun to school and that there were no repercussions for that, because I think that's complete BS. If you bring a gun to school, you need to be punished. There's a person in this movie that says that there's never any excuse for someone to bring a gun to school unless they were beaten brutally even then. And I agree 100%. It's not right. And I do understand that they were going through a lot at the time. But on top of that, I mean, the blame really does go back to the administration. Someone should have been there watching that. And that's the other thing I want to say is, at various points of the movie, the one character, well, all characters, but the one character that got it the worst was Alex. People kept saying, you need to tell someone this is your fault. And that's not true. In a world where really the only thing you have in that world when you're in school is how many friends you have, and by telling on them, you're not going to make more friends, so they're trapped. They don't have a choice. And it's not fair to ask a kid to tell on people that are bullying them, because it's only going to get worse. And I can tell you for sure, I promise you, that that's true. You may not see it, but that kid might stop bullying that other kid, but he's going to get all of his friends to do it for him. And that's why there needs to be more people on the bus. Really, the system is kind of broken. Kids aren't bringing guns to school because they have mental illnesses, as has been suggested, or because they play too many violent video games. That's BS. Plenty of people play violent video games and don't bring a gun to school. These kids are bringing guns to school because they feel trapped, and the system is broken. And again, I don't think that that's the answer, but really, the administration needs to keep a better eye on this. And the only advice that I can offer to anyone that's being bullied right now is that, trust me when I say that it's only temporary. I was the skinniest kid in the world. I got beat up a lot as a kid. Whenever I smell blood, it's nostalgic to an age of about 4 years old, the first time I had my nose broken. And but you know what? I got over it. I mean, I grew up. I have a great life. I love all the people in my world right now. And the other thing I would suggest is to get a gym membership, because not only will it give you more confidence, but people aren't going to mess with you if they see that you're a pretty big guy that can, hold your own in a fight. And Henry Rollins once said, the best defense against weakness is strength. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for your time. If you like my review, please hit like, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and have a good day.